What's going on, guys? Leafy here. Welcome back to the channel. So we're back with the bread and butter, what I started this channel on, an NHL 21 HUT gameplay video. I've been taking a bit of a break, about a couple months, off from NHL. Haven't really played like at all other than browsing the HUT menus, checking out the new events and stuff like that. Just HUT menus, that's it. So I decided recently that I'm like, hey, I can start making a little bit of NHL content. I don't want to play it 3 hours a day every single day because I'm gonna lose my mind, but I can make non-gameplay content such as the just chatting video from yesterday, and also a little bit of gameplay, like one segment of one stream a week. And so here it is. I am back. I'm super rusty. I'm really not my best at all. Hopefully, you know, as I keep playing, it'll come back to me a little bit. My team is also a little bit worse than, you know, what most people's teams are right now, but we'll get it back. We'll get it going, and hopefully back to our regular self so that I'm not struggling to get a win to put on YouTube after this. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, hit the like button, helps me out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more content of mine. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Tatis Jr. was part of the Padres Grand Slams in 4 consecutive games. It's just in DNA, apparently. So what's the story on this guy? Like, he's really young, I guess, but he's like a prodigy or something? Like where does he rank next to like Mike Trout? That's a player I know, and he's the best, right? So like, where's this guy? Nearly as good? Oh, okay, so he's like real good. Good to know you know the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of really good players that I don't know, but I think I know a lot of like the big names. Also, if they were like a big deal 2 years ago, then I might know who they are. Because of when I did fantasy, then I would know some. There's the Mike Trout tier of players, and then 50 layers of shit, and then the rest of the MLB. Okay, but like, if you're explaining this to me without the Mike Trout stan dialogue, where does he rank compared to Mike Trout? He's younger than you and already changing the game. That's pretty rare, right? Like, doesn't it take baseball players usually longer to break into the league? Like, isn't there a much longer kind of development path and then like a much later prime compared to let's say hockey, where like the best players usually come right in and then like dominate in their early 20s, or like hit their prime in their early mid 20s, whereas like in baseball, like usually isn't it more like they'll maybe break in at like mid 20s and then like really dominate like late 20s kind of thing? Realistically, it's Trout, Mookie. Okay, I know who that is. You lost me on the next two. and then him. Okay. He's top 10 if he can continue doing what he's doing. Is he like so he's like an insane hitter or what? I'm guessing. Soto is 21. Okay, that's probably why I don't know who that is. average fielder but has a cannon for an arm. Okay. You know, I had a baseball question actually. Okay, yesterday when I was watching somebody rip packs, they weren't pulling any relief pitchers in like the diamond like sick packs or whatever, right? And I was wondering, are there like elite, like all-time great relief pitchers? Like, is that a thing? Can you be like just like a god tier relief pitcher? It just doesn't sound like something that really makes sense to me, because I feel like if you were that, then you would just be like a starting pitcher, right? But then like there were closers, but then like they only play like one inning, right? So isn't it kind of weird because like aren't they like built different to play like the 8th or 9th and that's it? Like you don't put them in like the 5th or something, right? Most great relief pitchers are closers. Oh. Most relief pitchers are closers. Oh. Okay. So you would just put a closer in. There's no real difference between a closer and a relief. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's no... So the only difference is that, like, you just put your best ones as the closers? Or what? You use your best reliever in the most crucial time regardless of the inning. Oh, okay. You can have long relievers, but most of them aren't good enough to be starters. Okay. My connection today is terrible. You know what? They changed my internet. Maybe I just, like, can't play NHL. Most RP are either a starting pitcher who lost a step or don't have that signature pitch. Yeah, see, this is like... somebody, like, Eric has tried to explain this to me before with the signature pitch and, like, knowing more than just, like, a couple pitches and stuff, and I just don't understand how any of that works, like, at all. Like, just learn another pitch, forehead. Fucking idiot. Just throw the ball differently, dude. It seems pretty easy to me. Sorry, that's probably infuriating to hear. It's somebody that really is a fan of baseball. That's how my brain thinks of it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they don't have another pitch. Just throw it like other people throw a curveball and just have a curveball. Like, I don't get it. Just learn how to throw a curveball. Like, it's... No, that doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me. That was a nice little move. Ooh, big save, big save, big save. Can I have? Yeah, nice. Oh, he didn't cut. He decided to go into me instead. That's good. Maybe it was because I actually changed my lines. That might have been my fault. For changing lines on the ref. Admitting anything's my fault while playing a game of NHL. What am I doing? This isn't my fault. It's all the game's fault. Oh my goodness, that is a goal. That's that Nylander-Matthews connection we were looking for. Let's freaking go. Some players can't. All pitches are different for each person depending on finger length, dexterity, width, fingernail strength, etc. Even if they have... Oh god. I'm giving up on Red Rush. But I want to read about baseball. Oh, still got it. So good. Let's go, dude. Oh my lord. What a goal. Look at this. Boom. Oh, gets knocked? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Not for Guy Lafleur. Sheesh. Anyways, some players can't. All pitches are different for each person, but finger length, dexterity, width, fingernail strength, etc. Even if they have all that, you sometimes can't make the pitch break how it's supposed to because of your wind-up arm slot, arm length, release point, or fingertips. A lot that goes into throwing a ball, huh? It's crazy. Gonna be crazy to watch this video after you got hooked on the show and know everything about baseball. Dude, I would love the game to hook me, man. I really would. Like, here's the thing, right? Is that sports games are fun until you have expectations for them, right? Playing sports games are super fun when you play them casually and carelessly. So if I can have fun with it, like, if the game can hook me, I'll have a blast with it. Like, I'll have a blast putting in hours into a sports game. I mean, I grew up on this stuff, you know? Like, these are the games that I played my whole life. NHL, Madden, I mean, a little NBA, but not too much. A little FIFA, but not too much. But, like, this is what I was there for. And I, like, my best NHL years, like, the years I look at this game most fondly, and the years that I got hooked on this game was when I was terrible at it. Like, it really was. I loved just playing it and grinding it, and I was bad, and it was fine. I didn't care. Once I started actually getting good and trying to be better, and you know, started, you know, being like more competitive with it, and trying to, you know, get the best stuff and getting high ranks and champs and everything, that's what ruined it for me. That's what ruined my fun. Like, for some people, that's what makes it fun, right? Is that competitive drive. For me, that's when the game, like, becomes toxic for me. Every game I play now, I play it super casually, and I have so much more fun and so much more, there's so much more joy in games now than before, you know? Because I just play things casually and don't care. The key is actually to not get good. Getting good in sports games is actually bad. Unless you want to, like, unless you really, really want to, like, be the best and you know, compete for some God knows why. Everybody tells you, you know, get good. And you always try to get better at sports games. The key, you don't want to get better. You're having more fun now accepting that you're bad than failing to meet the expectations that you have for yourself when you want to get better instead. Because then you just get sad and upset, and then you lose your passion and your love for the game that you once had. Truthfully. Everybody always says get good. My opinion, don't get good. Stay bad. Have fun. Have a good time. So yeah, I hope the show hooks me, because I will have a blast with it if I'm able to actually get into it, because it would be fun to just be shitty at a baseball game. Because I will be terrible at it, like, no question. I will be so bad. Honestly hate that I got too good for GM mode. That's why I have way more fun with MLB or FIFA franchises. Yeah, I mean, like when there's challenge in the game, I think is part of it. Like, you know, you're especially for GM and like management stuff, like not knowing so much about everything definitely makes it fun, because there's like, you know, like going through all the motions and learning all that stuff is like part of the experience of why those things are fun, I think. And once you kind of know everything and you know like exactly what you're supposed to do, it kind of goes from like being a management game or like a management simulation to just like going through the motions of building the exact same thing that you've done every other time, but like with like slightly different players or like a slightly different scenario, right? Like in this game, for instance, you know, one of the big complaints is that everything in franchise mode is all about like the getting +5 chemistry and two-way players are useless because they don't like contribute to chemistry, right? So like there's like basically what that says is that the game has a winning formula for GM mode. Like there's literally like a winning equation, and all you have to do is just fill in the variables. And so like even if you do it with different players, you're still doing it with the same, you're still doing everything with the same idea in mind, right? And that's bad. That's not fun. It's just going through the motions. Like, you're not having any new experiences. You're not doing anything interesting at all. So, there we go. I can't believe I'm gonna win a game, you guys. This is great. I really wasn't sure that this was gonna happen today. What's going on, Pats? You just missed it. We were just talking about baseball for like 20 minutes. They were telling me about this guy that's on the cover of the show this year. I didn't know who he was. Drop pass to self? No, I'm not gonna work. Oh my goodness, you're out of your mind. You're out of your minds. But truthfully, this is what I'm talking about, right? You guys know how miserable I get when I play this game for 3 hours a day every day and I try to win all my games, right? I've been playing this with absolutely not a care in the world. If they score on me, I don't care. If a pass goes through me, it's whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. And I'm actually having fun. Like, I'm legitimately enjoying my time playing NHL right now. Because I don't care. The key to having fun in sports games, it's don't get good. Just don't do it. Big win. Oh man, just a dominant victory. She's back. She's back.